So you want to get a blurry background and step up your footage to the next level. Well, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do that in just 2 minutes. So let's jump into it. First, get yourself a prime lens, and in today's video I'm going to be using a Canon 50mm FD f1.8 vintage lens. A big benefit of using prime lenses is that they give you the option of letting in more light into your camera because they have wider maximum apertures. A prime lens also has one focal length, so you can't change it the way that you can change it when using a zoom lens. Next, you want to open up the aperture all the way. So on the side of the lens you have what is called an aperture ring, so turn that until it reaches the end. I'm going to show you how I've set up this shot, and if you want to do the same, then all you would need are some fairy lights, a 50mm prime lens, and of course a camera. So simply hang those fairy lights up and get something that you want to film, and in this case it's going to be a camera. Here you have to make sure that there is a good distance between your subject and your background. You would also need to place your camera close enough to the subject to create that blurry background, and that's basically all you would need to do. The most important part of this whole process is to open your aperture all the way up, and I'll show you now what it would look like if the aperture is not open up all the way. Also remember the distance or the space between your subject and the background. If your subject is too close to the background, then your desired effect is not going to be as good. And the same goes for the space between your camera and the subject, so frame it up until you get the perfect background. For this shot my ISO was on 400, the aperture was on f1.8 and the shutter speed was at 50. Since this was filmed in 24 frames per second and the white balance was on 5300, and I think it turned out looking great. So the same principles would also apply when taking pictures. But like I've said before, the distance between your subject, the background and the lens is going to be very important here. So there we have it, another short one done. So please leave your comments down below or any suggestions that you have, and if you like this type of content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, stay creative.